know, I clean, I organize stuff, and then all of a sudden I can't find my stuff. I don't know. How ridiculous. How can you lose stuff in like this little 8x10 place? I don't know. Good morning, everybody. I'm not being formal or professional in whatsoever manner this morning. It is pouring down rain, and I'm in Wisconsin. Good morning, Mark, again. Sorry about that. Hey, Wheelburner, get your coffee, guys. Just trying to hang out this morning and have coffee with somebody. So hopefully you'll hang out with me and let's have some coffee. So let me shut my watch off. So it's a rainy day. I got up like at 4 o'clock in my spunky self and, had my energy. I was ready to get out in this parking lot and do my workout. Live chat. Okay. I lost my mind in there. My video's private. Oh, hang on. Let me see. God dang it. If you guys can see it. Good morning, Oster. Edward 66 Transport's in here. Good morning, girl. I'm trying to have some coffee with y'all. That's about it. I will give you an update on my alignment situation. Okay. And then I'll get back to my workouts, my morning. Sorry. No, never mind. I'm not going to tell you the alignment story yet. You got to hang out for a little bit. Okay. Because I want to finish the first thing. I'll jump around sometimes. I'm sorry. So I get up this morning ready to rock. Now I'm off because I don't deliver till tomorrow, right? So I'm in Janesville, Wisconsin. And I landed here last night, and I know I made the last video telling you guys like, hey, I found somebody to give me alignment on Saturday. Awesome, right? It was gonna take me 200 miles out of the where I was driving. Hi, good morning, Curtis. Thanks for coming in. All you guys, thanks for coming in. Have coffee with me. Make the bed. Oh, you're gonna make that bed? Oh, he says, Oster says, wheel burner, make that bed and get rolling. Wilbur, I don't know what you mean by I lost my mind in there. Elaborate on that for me while I'm talking. Okay, so I was ready to conquer the parking lot, which is like my morning ritual now. I'm getting my health back and all the stuff. You guys know that. So I'm like, yeah, it's a big parking lot. There's not a lot of trucks here. I'm going to walk a whole bunch of steps today, and I'm going to get my yoga mat out, throw it down, and get busy, right, on my little 20-minute workout. I saw sprinkles on the parking lot. I was like, oh, it's raining. And then it proceeded to pour down rain. So I'm like, damn it, right? So I sat here. I did a little bit of research. I looked up some workout videos and stuff like that, and my wheels start turning. And winter's coming anyways, right? So it would be helpful to figure out, hey, I'm not going out there in the cold. I'm going to tell you that right now. I am not going to work out outside if it's freezing. If it's cold enough to where I can heat up the body, right, and then, you stabilize out there, great. I'll go conquer that stuff. If it's chilly, great. I'm out there. But wintertime, heck no. So it's on the to-do list to figure out how to turn my space into a gym. And I got all the equipment already. I just haven't developed the plan. So I've been getting outside as much as possible to work out. So because of this morning's dilemma, I know I'm making it sound all dramatic, right? I was kind of forced to do something because when I wake up and I'm ready, my mentally is I'm getting up and I'm working out, and I have to do it first thing in the morning because if I don't, I'm not doing it. Because when I get up, when I get done working, I'm done, bro. I'm seeing what's on the tubes. I'm making some dinner, whatever, taking my shower, whatever needs to be done at the end of the day. And that is the end of the day in my mind. So I already know and have learned about myself that I have to freaking kill it first thing in the morning before I allow myself to think about anything else. So I got this dusted off this exercise equipment that I have in the truck, right? Because I've been carrying it for months. I've barely touched it because I ran into the mental challenge of all right. And I've done the research because I was trying to look up to see if anybody else. 103 beats per minute. She needs, I gotta stop my workout. So I've done the research to look at stuff, and I've contemplated things, and I've looked to see if other truckers had some good strategies and whatever, and I've seen some. I just decided that while it's nice out, I need to get outside because sunlight's great for you. So I dust off all. This is what I got in the truck, okay? I got a set of booty bands. I got resistance bands. And I've got these, right? And I got a whole bag of weights where I can add more weight as I get stronger. And even though, I've had them in the truck. Like, I think I even carried all this stuff back in the truck in JB Hunt. So there's a difference. You got to use it, right? So I'm like, damn it. I'm sitting in here. It's pouring on rain. It's time. Pull the trigger. So I hooked up my resistance bands to the back wall. My 50-pounder, right? The strongest, shortest one. I hooked up that it's got the handles on it. And I got the booty band. I didn't do any booty band workout, but I got a set of rubber bands, booty bands, and those. And then myself, right? So I pulled it together. Like I made a full body workout. And I did it. That's the important part. So I broke a good sweat. I got my heart rate up. I did about 30 minutes. I turned on some good dubstep on the truck stereo, right? And I went to town, man. I just mentally went into the gym. So I'm kind of inspired about that. I need to perfect it, obviously, but I was, feeling and moving and picking up and using what I had to see what I could accomplish. So my workout's done. I'll pat myself in the head for that. So I feel like I accomplished something this morning. I figured out how I can work out in the truck. I monitored my heart rate with my little Samsung watch because this is my best bud right here. And we got it in. It was, I still need to walk, but anyway. How's everybody doing today? Oh, sir. Wheel burner says, oh, sir, I'm still at home getting ready to head out. 10-4 bed is made. Wheel burner says, you said you don't know how you lose things inside such a small truck. And I said, I've lost my mind. I know. I almost lost my mind this morning because the thought of not being able to flow through my thought of, my plan. And believe me, I've been going through it lately, guys. This beautiful truck. It's of no fault of my truck's fault. Let me say that. So don't be starting to talk about my Freightliner, okay? It's not my Freightliner's fault. It's service, just whatever. So when things get in the way of my flow through, I know all of us are probably the same. That's why we get so pissed off and frustrated. It's frustrating. So yesterday I was so excited about the alignment, right? Let me get away from the phone because I feel like I start smashing up against you. So, hey, good morning, John 38654. Good morning, Tolga. Everybody grab your coffee. So I found this alignment shop in Effingham, Illinois. It was 200 miles out of route, but damn it, I got my brand new tires on. I didn't want to come to Janesville, Wisconsin without the alignment. My front axle is 3 degrees off. Such says Speedco. Speedco couldn't do Speedco's, I shouldn't say that. A certain place did a free alignment on me, right? And then the next day I went to Speedco. I'm not doing very good at this. I went to Speedco and they said, yeah, your alignment's off, your front axle's off 3 degrees. But I had to had just gotten my new tires. So I went to Speedco because they had the new alignment machine, right? Well, he says, well, we can't do a full alignment on you because we don't have the parts to adjust it, right? Yeah, hit the like, guys, if you would. It's just coffee. I'm not trying to do no big show or whatever, but I just need to hang out with somebody. So, we got 10 in here, 3 likes. Please hit the like, if you will. Okay, so they don't have the parts, so they can't do it. It was obviously the spot where I was at. I needed them to be able to do it. They could not. I proceeded to call every alignment shop in the radius of the place, trying to find one en route. Found the closest one I could find that could take me on Saturday. Okay, that's the key. That was open, that had techs in the shop. I heard every reason in the book why all the shops couldn't do it or that were booked up, right? So it was RPM in Effingham, Illinois. Kudos to you guys. I was excited. They said, yeah, right. He calls me yesterday morning and he says, I'm sorry, we're not, because I just got finished getting loaded, man. And I was just getting ready to head out. And I decided to make the call and say, hey, is everything good? Because I have to drive 200 miles out of route to get to this place. And he says, we can't do it today because we have another shop and we had to send something over there for some reason. He said, I'm really, really sorry. I was like, oh, right? Oh my God. So I have no choice at this point except to drive to Wisconsin to my destination, try to find someplace up here. And it's the weekend, like not much else I can do. So it is what it is. But he was so gracious to talk to me about, well, what's it doing, trying to figure out if I'm going to make it, if I'm going to cause too much damage on the tires, if I'm going to wreck my brand new tires. Like, I'm asking him this stuff. He's like, well, you want to watch the wear. Just keep an eye on it. He said 400 miles isn't too far. He said it'll still be alignable when you get there. What are you going to do? But I just didn't want to, I don't know how fast things like that happen. So he was kind enough to have a conversation with me and explain it to me so that I could feel more confident about coming up here without an alignment. Because now, mind you, I'm under a load. Now I have to get here. But because we're on the weekend, I can't just call everybody and expect them to be open for me and get me an alignment on the way up. Mark the Mailman says, next time use MD alignment in Allen, Michigan near Coldwater. Yeah, if I'm around there, you know what I mean? But I was in Ohio and I have to come to Wisconsin, Oster says 3 degrees isn't really all that much. Get a load out to Carlisle, Pennsylvania and go to Iron Maintenance. They do laser alignment where they do all 3 axles at one time on skates. Okay, so there's a shop right in Effingham there that is called Laser Tech or Laser Line or something like that. They they either weren't open or they were booked, right? So I know about those places, and it was just like, man, I was trying to find something that was on route. Um, so that's what I did learn, that 3 degrees really isn't that much, but we don't want to press it. I don't want to press it. I got brand stinking new Goodrich, or I'm sorry, Goodyear steers on here. I'm not trying to do anything wrong with this truck, anything, not even a smidge. But this is what I had to do. I had to come up here. I got to deliver this load, and then guess what, guys? I got to take the time to find an alignment shop and get her in for an alignment. Another delay. I will say this. I'm out of the hole. I finally got out of the hole on the last load. So I will get paid for this load. But I got delayed at the shipper for 2 days. And then my truck lease builds up every day. So with those 2 days that I was at the waiting to get this load straightened out. So that was another frustration. I didn't even talk about that. I didn't even talk about that. Anyway, so that killed 2 days of lease payment, and then I got the weekend, right? So even though I'll get this money for this load, I'll be lucky if I get anything because it's got to cover the weekend's payments. Stuart, good morning. Thanks for coming in. You had an awesome show last night. Hey guys, Stuart if you didn't see it, Stuart had a live last night with his mom. She is an angel. I love her. She's so spicy. So you should go over to Stuart Warby's channel and check it out for fun. It's a laugh. She is a firecracker, and it was just a joy to see a mom in here, and they're hanging out. It kind of felt like home a little bit to me. I'll be honest. It was warm and it was nice. So, Oster says great live with your mom last night. Stuart really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was cool, sir. That was something else. It made me just feel happy. It was like at the end of the day, and I was tired. And I've seen her on there once before. She'll pop in and say something, right? I love it because she's like a badass lady. Like she seems like she was just like, first of all, being a mom of 3 boys, right? That's super cool. And she told a little bit of stories about Stuart and them growing up and some hardship that she went through, and then she's obviously done some great kick-ass things in her life too, because she's got some good stories and she's got a great sense of humor. Like she's so funny. And Toga says, absolutely, Oster, much respect to her. Yeah. We love Stuart's mom. And Stuart says, yeah, she's a wild one and could be some good content. You know what? I was thinking that last night. I loved watching it so much. I was like, man, Stuart should do this like every Friday or once a week or every weekend or something. Because it's obvious, like we all fell in love with her. So, Oster says, my drives are currently off by 20 degrees, getting in a line Monday or Tuesday. Okay, so you're in the boat with me, Oster. The only reason I'm like, it's 3 degrees is because my tires are brand spanking new. Listen, guys, if there's one thing I'm anal about on my truck, it is my tires, my steer tires specifically. Like, I have such a I don't know. I don't ever want to have a blowout, right? Who does? But I'm just like, no. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that the best thing on this truck, besides my components, are those tires. Sam I Am is in the house. Good morning, Sam I Am. Mark the Mama says, y'all hit the like button. Sam I Am says, how's Dart doing? I used to be with them, but I had to quit because I was so behind on my truck payments, over my CDL, getting screwed by DMV when I moved out of state. Oh boy, that sounds complicated. Dart's going good, Sam. I am. It's going good. I'm coming out. I just come out of the hole from a 3-week downtime because warranty repairs. So I'm climbing back up. So Wheelburner Express says, Stuart, good morning. Stuart says, Wheelburner, thumbs up. What's up? Curtis, Wheelburner. Hot Seat says, I'm sorry that didn't work out this time, but if you are ever in need of maintenance again near Effingham, there are helpful people out there.
You've completed 1 hour and 10 minutes.
No, I didn't.
Burn calories. 396 calories. Heart rate. 87 beats per minute.
Okay. There are helpful people out there. I suppose it was a matter of it was a matter of the weekend, timing, getting loaded at that damn Cargill. You guys, oh my God, I was stuck at Cargill for 2 days. But I kind of had to do the broker a salad on that one. I just kind of did. So anybody else having breakdown issues? So this is how my week is felt. It's been frustration after delay, after frustration, after whatever, right? And this is all me trying to jump back in and grind and get out of the hole and get back to above water, right? So I'm pretty sure how the math is all going to work out right now, that like after I do this load, I'm going to probably still not be able to pay myself again for another week. That will make 5 weeks in a row with no pay. But my costs are caught up, right? Sam I am says, are you still in the OPI or moved to normal contract dispatch? Oh no, I'm definitely still on the open boards. I am not going back. Like a lot of guys jumped ship at Dart and went off the open boards and back to company where running their contract freight. And it kind of was silly to me, because I know that they were offering guys $1.12 a mile if they, consistently, if they would come back to contract freight plus fuel surcharge. No, a percentage of fuel, like 30% of fuel surcharge. So that might be okay, but it's not for me. Like, I came to Dart to get my truck, to work for percentage, and to learn the ups and the downs of the trade out here. So there's no way I'm going to go back and sign up to that situation. Like, I will go down in flames. Okay? Hear me. I will go down if this ship blows up and I get so far gone that I can't fix it. I will go out like that before I will go back under company. Because if I'm going back to a company job and I gotta give it all up or whatever, I'm going back to JB Hunt. But that is not in the plan, so don't get any crazy ideas, you guys. Mark says, had to put in a remanufactured tranny and brand new clutch. That was expensive. What kind of truck do you have, Mark? Hey guys, does anybody that drives a Freightliner, do you know if the clutch is covered under warranty? Not that warranty that I'm out of now, but the tranny warranty, or does it just cover the tranny? If anybody knows, please let me know. John says, I had to replace 4 airbags yesterday, riding like a Cadillac now. Yeah, that's what's up. I need to do some extra work on my. I want to check my airbags, like the ones under the cab, right? I want to check those. Because I feel like everything's kind of bumpy still. And I just got all new shocks, guys. Like, all new shocks. I got all new brakes. Here's the list. I got a little oil leak in there, and it's a long thing, and it's of no matter. But there was something fixed on the engine that was covered under warranty. Um, I got a new air conditioning compressor because that's what went out that caused the breakdown in the first place. I got a new water pump. That was a few like a month or so ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago, and then so I got all new brakes. Now I got all new tires. I got all new shocks. I got the new spring pin that was covered under warranty. I got all my little cigarette lighters. Some of them weren't working. They're not cigarette lighters. The 12-volt things. I got those fixed. God, it seems like so much, doesn't it? It doesn't sound like a bunch when I give you the list, but I'm literally like riding on everything's new for the winter, which I'm very excited about because I'll feel confident because I'm an ice road trucker, guys. I am a winter wonderland. I am not I'm from Michigan. I was raised to drive in the snow, so it doesn't bother me. But I don't play with black ice. I'm gonna tell you that. Congratulations, John. Sam, I am. When I was with them, it was $1.12 loaded and $1.08 empty with 58 cents. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what they're throwing. Okay, guys, look, this is what Dart offers you if you are failing on the spot market. Okay? Sam I am wrote it right there in the comment. That's what they threw at a lot of the guys that weren't doing so well out here. And so a lot of guys jumped ship and went over to that. And I'm not saying it's bad. You got to do what you got to do. People got wives and girlfriends they're footing the bill for, and kids and houses and car payments and all that, right? I get it. You got to do what you got to do. I ain't mad at nobody, but I ain't doing it. I'm out here hungry. I'm not gonna do that. like I said, you know. Max Boris is in the house. Good morning, Snorlord, the metalhead Viking caveman trucker is in the house. What the hell is going on around here? We're just having coffee, Snorlord, and I didn't know if you were gonna have coffee. I was hoping that you would, but I was up extra early, and I know that you got your Sunday thing going on, so I didn't know if you were going to be down for having coffee this morning. I'll get off if you're going on. I just was like trying to see who wanted to have some coffee with me. I'm about 3/4 of the way through. So, no, I got to make another cup. Oster says the clutch is usually not covered because it's a normal wear and tear item. Okay, so how much do clutches cost? And I'm only asking because this is what happened in the middle of Chicago yesterday. Here's another story for coffee. I'm coming through Chicago. I have a very heavy load. Like I'm fully packed. I mean, I'm probably 300 pounds under my max limit. I have vegetable oil. Good morning, trucker gal. Good morning to you, Shannon. I'm going to make a cup of Joe too. Good. Okay. Yeah. Everybody get a cup of coffee. Toga says, hi, Snorlord. Oser says, sup, Snorlord. John says, you're set for winter. Yes, I am set for winter. Snorlord, Toga, good morning, good morning, good morning. Mark Early. Mark Early's Ely. I always say early. It's the way I see it. Mark Ely's in the house. Welcome, Mark. Good AM, everyone. I'm at Boise stage stop in Idaho. It's cold out. It's cold in Boise? It's raining here in Janesville, Wisconsin. I'm telling you what. Toga says, take it easy. Mark says, didn't realize it's time for change on my truck. No way. It's not that cold. It can't be snowing there. Snowlord says, my clutch was 4,000. Okay. Sam I am says, I was never in the OPI. I was in their waiting list, though, for almost 5 months. Yeah, they made me wait 5 months, Sam, before they released me. And I ran their contract freight for that time, and it was peanuts. But that's what was thrown at me when I started, except the fuel surcharge was 32 cents, and then it went up when diesel was stupid high. Yeah. When did you come in? I got in November last year. Edgewood 66 says, gotta go, sister. Have to take a shower and then roll. Got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I know that song, girl. You have a great day too. Thank you so much for coming and having coffee with me this morning. Dodalina. Hot Seat says coffee. Sam says it's 54 here in Kansas City, Missouri. That's chilly. It's not chilly enough to, not get outside and do some steps. Ulster says automated or manual. It's automated, of course. It's a 2019 Freightliner. Manual clutch about 4 to 5K. Automated is 8K. Snorlord, you have an automatic, don't you?
You completed 1 hour and 20 minutes.
She needs to stop.
Calories. 453 calories.
I don't know how to shut her up. I'm trying to figure it out. This is annoying me. I think I got it. Okay. Mark Ely says changes are required on the truck September. Oh, that it's by the date. Okay. January of 2020. Oh, Sam, so you came in after me. Okay, I came in that previous November. Snorlord Donaldina's saying I'm out of here. Snorlord says no, mine is a manual. Okay. So I'm looking at it's getting scary, guys. It's getting scary. Mark says 2013 Freightliner Columbia Glider. Okay. God, I'm afraid to know what these 2019 Freightliners cost. I don't even know. I'm just gonna put away 10 grand for it, just in case. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you why. I'm getting to it. Mark Ely says freight is not looking good out of Hermiston, Oregon. Might bounce to California. Oh, you're up there. Oh, you're going there. I haven't went to Oregon yet. A little nervous. I try to stay in my Midwest states. It's my favorite place. I'm in Wisconsin. Wisconsin's quickly becoming my favorite place to like nest myself in, as my hub. Like Wisconsin, I feel like I want to make Wisconsin my hub. Seems to be a great spot, and the weather's fantastic up here right now. It's nice and cool. Like I'm not running my truck too much to lose diesel and all that. Oster says I just had my clutch replaced on an automated Eaton transmission, cost $8,000. Crazy expensive. Okay, well that gives me an idea, right? Jerome Jones is in the house, everybody. Jerome, please come on my channel and interview with me at sometime soon. I'm excited about that. Okay, so anyways, this is the reason I'm asking about the clutch. Don't worry. Everything's fine right now. So I'm fully loaded with the vegetable oil from Cargill that took me 2 days to get freaking accomplished. They're short staffed, by the way. If you guys are looking for loads and you find one that's going to Cargill, word from the security guard is that they're extremely short staffed. All the trucks are having to wait 12 hours plus to get loaded. He says they got one shipping office person and they got one guy loading the trucks. So beware. Okay. Trucker for Life is in the house. Just wait until it snows. I live there in the Northwest. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I'm hoping we don't see snow for a while, but I'm okay with some chilly weather because it's been rough. The heat's been rough on me with this black truck. Let me get to my story. I'll come back to the comments. So I get loaded. Finally. I'm worried about my alignment. That's not happening. That got canceled. So now I'm just back on my trip, right? So I get to Chicago yesterday. of course, get through some traffic. I chose to drive it all yesterday so I could just like sit here and relax until it's time to deliver the load. So I'm real close to where the load gets delivered right now, parked at the place, the stop, the truck stop. But I'm in Chicago and I'm max loaded, guys. And there's a traffic jam. Weather's not bad. Wasn't extremely hot. It was nice and warm, nice day. And it's a lot of go, stop, go, go a little bit, stop some more, right? A lot of that was going on. Well, then my truck, it was at the worst time too. I get in, I have to get into the lane. Finally found somebody to, no, this, yeah, I was getting over into the second to the right lane, and somebody finally lets me over, right? Because they're just, sometimes they're not nice there. And I'm dead smack in the middle of Chicago. And thank God there was a shoulder. But anyways, they let me in. I get into that lane and traffic starts to move. And I was so grateful that somebody let me in. And then my truck, I wiggle in the lane, and all of a sudden it's in first gear. I mean, I stopped, so it goes up to first gear, and then I'm trying to get over. So I'm in the middle of two lanes and it's surging. Right? Trying to pull. Right? My noises. So I'm like, crap. And it wouldn't come out of first gear. So it wouldn't come out of first gear. And I'm pressing on the gas, trying to get it to kick it, like so that it'll shift and whatever. And it wouldn't. So now all of a sudden I'm like cockeyed and trying to get it all the way into the lane. I mean, literally just surging little bit by little bit. And I was like, oh my God. So I'm sitting there. I already got my blinker on. So I get into the lane, and that's all it would do. I'm like, and I'm moving, but just a little bit, right? Probably taking everybody off behind me. And I still got one lane to get over before I can even get to the shoulder. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So all of a sudden, it's like I let off the fuel, like the gas, and I just waited like 2 seconds, and then I hit it again, and then it went just fine. So I got moved. I got a little bit more down, like say the distance of a block, and then traffic stops again. So, of course, I have to stop again. When it starts to move again, here it goes again. So I'm looking at all my gauges. I'm like, what the heck's going on, And I decide, okay, I just have to get off the road. So I used what I had and got off onto the shoulder. I didn't get no warning lights. There wasn't no codes popping off. There wasn't nothing like that. The only thing I can think of is that my clutch got hot. Right? And when I'm reversing with a heavy load, the truck will tell me that the clutch is overheating. But I never saw that warning. But just feeling the truck and the way it was acting, all I could think of was that it must have gotten hot because I'm fully heavy and I'm doing all this stupid stuck in traffic stuff. It's never happened before. So I pulled over, I got on the shoulder, I shut her down to let her cool off, put my flashers on, and 8 million, rush hours. And this is literally 4:30 in the middle of Chicago. Okay, that rush hour. And I park it. And I call Road Ready. Road Ready is Dart's maintenance department. I tell him what's going on. He says, well, we got to get you to Freightliner, and I'm nowhere near nothing. I'm in the middle of Chicago. So I was like, yeah. And I'm like, I hope it's not my transmission. Like something's wrong, right? Which doesn't make any sense because my truck is fantastic. So I'm like, okay, I think about the drive. I'm driving, I'll stop and go and whatever. Like, it only makes sense to me that my clutch was overheating. So that's my mess about the clutch. That long story. Um, Back to the comments. And for everybody coming in, thanks for coming in. We're just having good morning coffee. That's all. I was really hoping Snorlax would go live. Like, this is serious. I missed your live last night, Snorlord. But I know that you have family activities on Sunday morning. So I'm like, he's not going to come on live for coffee today because I know he's busy. So I thought I would just pop on and see who wants to have coffee. I love, if anybody doesn't know, like, I am a geek about having Snorlord coffee with Snorlord in the mornings. And it's a little conversation. It's a good show. So if you haven't watched, if you don't pop in for Snorlord's morning live, like, it's a good time. Always a good time. And he talks about freight, and he talks about dispatch, and he talks about trending stuff with the market and all that. So it's a very good coffee time. Let's see. Sam I Am says, I'm wanting to come back to Dart he's talking about, but I don't know, since highway sales won't charge me for abandonment, but Dart did, even though I couldn't legally drive their truck and was on safety hold. Oh man, that sounds like a mess. That sounds like a mess, brother. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Oser says, Wisconsin is great. I live there and it's always good rates coming in and out of there, better rates than Chicago are. Yeah, I'm feeling all warm and fuzzy about Wisconsin right now. Like, so much so that I had taken a load last week down to Ohio and I found a load coming right back. Ended up to be kind of a loss, but I wanted to come right back. And I loved the Janesville. I love the spot because where I'm at, the fuel is very inexpensive. Like, it's my fuel spot. And it's close enough to kind of like everything, like Green Bay, and it's kind of in the middle of everything where I usually get loads out of Wisconsin. RN is in the house. Good morning, RN. We're having coffee. Thanks for coming in. I really didn't think anybody was going to be in here, you guys. I was like, I just want to find a couple people to have some coffee with me. But yeah, y'all are up this morning. Bobby Young is in the house. Welcome, Bobby Young. Donnie Luke is in the house. Good morning, Donnie Luke. Tolga is, I think I already said good morning, Tolga. Tolga actually comes to us from Turkey. Okay, in case anybody didn't know, he's in Turkey. Trucking with T-Bone. Good morning, Trucking with T-Bone. Thanks for coming in. Mark Ely says, anyone can carry spare parts in their trucks, and I carry some brake chamber, hub, and hub oil. Okay, that's a good idea. Tolga T-Bone says, good morning, T-Bone. Hope that clutch is fixed now. What's up? Trucking with T-Bone says, what's up, Togo? Okay. So what do you guys think about the clutch? Do you think that was my clutch overheating? Okay, this is the rest of the story. So I pull over for an hour. I'm in the middle of rush hour. I'm off to the side. I go back. I make myself some tuna for lunch. Have my little lunch. I'm decompressing, trying to figure out, okay. A big old tow truck stops by. He's like, did you get in an accident? I said, no. I just have to let my clutch cool down. Whatever. They're right on you in Chicago. Tow truck is around every corner. And they will find you. You don't even have to call a tow truck in Chicago because they will find you. If you pull over for too long, there's going to be a tow truck coming up to check on you. They are on top of their business. Anyway, made my little tuna and sat there for an hour. I wanted to give it time to cool down to test my theory. And I started it back up. It surged a little bit at the beginning, and I was like, oh, And then it was fine. It's been fine ever since. So it kind of backs up my theory that my clutch was hot from all that stop and go with, how heavy's my load? 41,500 pounds is what my load of vegetable oil is. I don't think the truck likes stop and go traffic to that extent, Chicago rush hour, but it's never happened before. But maybe I've never had that much weight before in that kind of traffic. I don't know. Sam I Am says, wouldn't had happened if Florida gave me a Class E instead of a Class A, and to wait another month and a half for another appointment without driving in a truck payment. Sam I Am, that sounds like a story, bro. You should do a video on that to explain it. Sam I Am says, usually truck loses power if it overheats. Yeah. So it happened to me once in North Carolina. I was pulling some heavy weight, and I come into this small little town that literally you had a light and then it went almost straight up incline. I get started on it and my truck's like, hell no. Like it just like sat at one point. So I hit the brake. I let her figure out what she was doing, get in the gears or whatever, and just literally crawled up that incline. I couldn't believe how the grade on it was insane, but my truck did not like it. So I'm not trying to do mountains. Like, I'm not trying to kill my truck. Like, apparently it's not geared for that kind of work, right? Nor carrying this much weight, because normally I love to run weight. I know a lot of guys don't, but I don't think my truck's that geared for all that stuff specifically. What's everybody drinking this morning? Who's got some really good coffee? I want to talk about some coffee. I like coffee. I'm a coffee person. Who's drinking some really dang good coffee? And if you are, please tell me what kind it is so I can try some. Donnie Luke says, oh yeah. Those tow trucks see money. Yes, they do. You guys are on top of their business, which I can dig it. I respect that. Mark Ely says, I think it's a pressure sensor in the clutch. RN says, is your truck still covered under warranty? No. Oh, sir, I am at 500, 3,000, 4,000, right around there. Yeah, I'm done. That's why I was like, ah! No! Right? It did start making me think about what if. But this is the thing. I could freak out right now, and then I was like, well, I can always just turn this truck in and get another one from Dart, right? If I really wanted to do that. But I know damn well that this truck has been extremely well taken care of. So I feel right now that it is still a good investment. Oster says, sounds like it might have overheated. Keep an eye on it, and it continues to happen. Have it checked out. That's kind of what we determined with Road Ready. That's why I told him I want to do, because I'm slightly mechanically inclined. My dad was a master mechanic. So I know a thing or two, mostly about cars, right? And then I was a single mom, so I had to fix my own cars a lot. So I kind of had to learn stuff like that. So I've yet to master the truck, but I've only been driving a 2019 Freightliner since the day I started driving. So if there's any truck that I know the most about, it's this one. It's this model. It's this year. It's this truck. And I maintain it so well. So that was the only thing that made sense to me because literally I just came out of the Freightliner dealership. I just come from a month of them going through this truck with a fine tooth comb on everything. So the only thing that made sense was that I was too heavy and it was overheating. Trucker for Life says, I've got a 2019 Freightliner and knock on wood, mine's never done it. And I have hauled, oh no, I've hauled weight before too. But I think the issue was, I was in Chicago rush hour traffic and it was stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, and I generally try to delay and just let traffic go, but it was like, it was an extra lot of that. I think that's what it did. Snorlord said, Cameron's Highlander grog. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. Where do you get it, Snorlord? Where do I get it? How can I taste it? Max Force says, Dunkin' Donuts coffee is the best. I do like Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I gotta say, like, for any commercial place, I think they got some really good coffee. Oster says, automated clutches usually last a little longer than manual. You can expect probably 600,000 miles before replacement on automated clutches. Manual is usually 400 to 500K before okay. Thank you for that education. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Some things I just have no idea. And then I'm like, right? But I want to learn everything, every parameter, every, I'm keeping stuff, I'm noting stuff down to take care of my truck. Like I'm all about learning as much as I can about this truck and getting the general knowledge, which you guys all have it. Like you guys, like a lot of you guys like know all that stuff because you have your own trucks, right? I'm in that place where I got to learn my parameters now to keep my maintenance up. But I always keep my maintenance up, and I know to do things, and I know to do things on time, and I do. And sometimes I do them a little bit early just because I'm being extra careful. Mark the Mammon says Pete's Dark Roast Columbia. That sounds pretty good. At Meyer, really good. Donnie Luke says I have basic Folgers Colombian blend, but I like it. I got the black silk, right? I don't know, I probably lose my sense of taste, but I like a very bold, smack you, punch you in the mouth coffee, like espresso, right? Like, I don't know. It seems like the older I get, it's my taste is like I'm drinking stronger and stronger coffee. I'm starting to wonder. Oster says, I've got Dunkin's, just make it here in the truck. Yeah, I make my coffee in the truck. I have my coffee maker. It saved me hundreds of dollars. I always tell everybody that, like, stop buying coffee, bro. Stop buying your coffee. Get yourself, I got a little $20 thing from Walmart. It saved me hundreds. I get a big old can of coffee and it lasts me a long time, and I have it at my convenience. Walmart, thank you, Snorlord. I'm gonna get some of that. Okay, Oster says the greatest torque on the clutch is from a stop and in the lower gears. The greatest torque on the clutch is from a stop and in the lower gears. Okay, ladies, we're getting our education today, and gentlemen, if there's still any ladies in here, trucker gal, are you still in here? Sorry, I totally jacked up her name right there. Trucker gal, are we still having coffee? Getting some education here. Okay. I didn't know that. I mean, it's kind of common sense, right? It shouldn't be overheating with 41.5 loads, though, regardless of traffic. I agree. So let me say at this point, I've noted it. and we're going to be careful. And I'm going to keep an eye on it. And let me ask you this. If I take it in to get looked at, is that something that they can detect? That's the big thing, because my transmission, not my clutch, my transmission is under warranty until 750. But can they, what, tell Oster, if you know, like, I think you probably would. If I take it in to get it looked at, can they look on the truck's history and know what happened or something like that? A lot of times they can like plug in and tell stuff. It's so weird. RN says my JBI truck does it all the time. Does it? RN, you work for, are you saying JB Hunt Intermodal? Is that what you do? Or not? And maybe JBI is a different company. I don't know. Snorlord says Walmart is where he got the coffee. Oster says that's some good coffee you got there, Snorlord. I'm excited. I'm gonna try that. Hit the like. Read your truck manual. Yeah, I know. I pull it out from time to time. But this just happened, so it's more fun to talk to you guys about it. You know? Chicago traffic is always crazy and sprinkled with extra stupid four-wheelers. I think them guys are actually, like, out of all the cities I've been, they're pretty sharp drivers because it is very insane and right, there's not a ton of accidents there because they drive crazy, but they do that every day, right? So, they're just a lot of people are not truck friendly there, right? And I guess I get it, whatever. It's hell to drive through there. I can't imagine getting up every day. And then I can't even imagine like living next door to somebody like they do. The houses are jammed together. Like, how do you even live like that? I would freak the heck out. Dirty Broken's in the house. Trucker Gal is still here with us. Thank God. Okay, girl, we're getting some education on some clutching. Snorlord says, I don't know anything. I just make more mistakes throughout the years, creating learning moments. Snorlord, you are like the king of wisdom, right? That's what wisdom is. Wisdom is experience and all of that, right? And now I know that Oster knows some stuff. I didn't know that because me and Oster don't ever get to talk this much. So thank you, Oster. And yeah, that's why I value you guys so much. Like, you teach me so much. Like, being able to connect with you it's one of the best things out here because you've been through this stuff. I'm 3 years in. I'm still a stinking grasshopper. Like, I get it. I'm not trying to act like I know everything, but I'm so thankful that there's people like you to help me and that will that are willing. And it's not just me. You'll help everybody. Like, that's great. Trucker Gals is still in the house with me having coffee, and Dirty Broke says, good morning, Dirty Broke. I don't know why I haven't seen you lately. I had a problem with not getting alerts from your channel, everybody's channel, for a minute, but I fixed it now. I don't know if you're doing a lot of videos anymore. I used to catch you like every single one. Aaron says, yes, I'm JB Hunt Intermodal out of Kansas City. Oh, that's my background too, right? Except I was out of Chicago. So, best job ever. Trucker for Life said, is that seat cover that says Cascadia? Is that seat made that way? I'm looking for some new ones. Yeah, this is factory. This is a factory cool seat. You're going to get new seats? That's going to cost a little bit. Oster says, if you have an Eaton transmission, the transmission, I have a DD 13 transmission. Has a computer that they can read codes from through the same port, they read the engine codes with the laptop. It saves codes when they happen. Okay, so I did do this. While I was sitting there, I went, so you can go through the diagnostics menu and it'll check for fault codes. You can do that like computery on this thing, the whatever you call it, the interface. And I did that to scan, and nothing, no codes came up. So that's all, you know. And I don't have a temperature gauge for my clutch, so I couldn't tell it. You know, I couldn't tell that by a gauge or anything that would report to me. Trucker Gal says someone spat on my truck in Chicago. Me no like either. Well, why would they do that? That's so weird. Was it on purpose? I'm just curious. Sam, I am. Nothing will beat Atlanta's drivers, though. Yeah, I gotta say that. I don't want to go to Atlanta. I don't want to go down there again. I try to avoid that like the plague. Like I'm trying to stay up north. Um, Hot Seat says Oster dropping something. Yes, he is. Thank you so much, Oster. Like I am grateful. Like I had no understanding of the clutch stuff. So now you really dropped some great information. Thank you so much. Toga says, hey, Dirty Brooks, nice to see you. Trucker Gal says, I splashed them with my wiper fluid. He spit on your truck because you splashed him with the wiper fluid? Really? That's a moment where you're like, you just want to like, me? I would want to freaking punch that guy in the face. Like, I would apologize. Dirty Toga said, that's crazy. RN says, I'm actually about to leave JBI to Schneider. I see in the, really? Is it because like you want to get a truck? Because that's kind of where I was at too, because JB Hunt didn't have the opportunity for me to do what I'm doing now. So I was so sad to leave there because I didn't want to leave the company. I didn't want to leave that relationship. I wanted to just change it. And they don't have that opportunity there. So I had to leave because I had to move forward and accomplish what I set out to accomplish, So I had to leave my happy little JB Hunt. I sure do love intermodal, man. God, do I love intermodal. I love intermodal. It was the best. It was the best. Mark Ely says, okay, family, gotta go. Be safe. Heading west is best. Love you all, brothers and sisters. Thanks, Mark, for coming in. I appreciate you, brother. Peace out, Mark. Trucker Gal says. Toga says, Mark, peace out. Oster says it's a different computer. The dash will only give you the engine codes. It's a different computer dedicated only to the transmission, separate from the engine. Oh, that's interesting. Oster, are you a mechanic? You sound like you really know every system in the thing, which is fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Oster. Edward 66 Transport's back in the house. Oh my God, 5 showers available. So I told the guy I wanted 5 showers, and he was actually going to give me 5 showers. He totally was serious. I had to tell him I was kidding. Oh, that's funny. Hot Seat says, LOL. RN says, I wish JB Hunt, at least because I'd stay. I'm on a year 2 of a 5-year plan. Yeah, no, I would be there today. No lie. I would be there today if they could have offered me the opportunity. I was so freaking happy there. I was making great money. I loved the environment, the job. I loved the runs. I loved it all. I had no complaints. The benefits were outstanding. You know, like Trucking with T-Bone says, Trucker Gal could have been worse, trust me. Yeah. Hey, Trucker Gal, did you see that Trucking with T-Bone? Somebody peed on his truck and he went over and made the guy wash it off and he got it on the video. Trucker Gal, if you haven't seen that, you got to see that video. I was like, yeah. I was waiting for him to fight it because I could hear it. I could hear it in his voice. Trucking with T-Bone says, yo, what up, Oser? Toga says, Oser knows about Mr. Best likes to bully him again. James, if James picks on you, he loves you. Trucker Gal says, nasty. I'm gonna go see. Yeah, it's a great video. So I'm gonna make some more coffee, guys, and I got my workout in, and that's the important thing. On a rainy day, you can. This is what I learned to myself. I can bust a killer workout inside the truck if the weather does not cooperate. So I'm excited about that. That means I can continue with my fitness journey and rocking it out every morning, regardless if I feel like, because some days you feel like you just don't want to get out the truck, but you have to. Now I got an extra tool in my box, right? So I love y'all. Thanks for having coffee with me. See you later.